Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Louis Dees, and I'm here with Merc with the mic.
What's up? What's up?
Chilling, chilling, Merc. What it is.
Um, same old, just a different day.
I know this week uh, is post the confirmation of Mortal Kombat 1,
Yes, I'm
the
excited.
date, the name, some of the characters, which is cool.
And the trailer
Uh, yes, sir. Make sure you can check that out. I'm sure it's on YouTube or whatever.
everywhere.
Everywhere it's got. It is a Warner Brothers game. They will spend that money.
Yeah.
Um, I know this. They're going with the continuation and then into what is going to be a reboot, but it's still continuing from the end of what is it 11, where Liu Kang is a god.
Yeah. So it goes by that. Like, if you even watch the aftermath, it kind of goes into that storyline.
Okay, so I'm surprised. I'm surprised that they didn't do a clean sweep because we see characters that do look similar, but do we see some characters that have different looks? We have the human ninjas.
Yeah.
They are not dead? Question mark. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um, kind of similar to the movie. So I'm thinking there's a few things they wanted to go in the direction of the movie,
Okay.
which kind of makes me I don't know, not sad, just like you know what I mean. I mean, but then again, there is some direction to the original movie, and I think you might have heard about this one. They said finally, after all these years of trying to get it into the game, Jean Claude Van Damme will be a skin for Johnny Cage.
Yes, I saw that. That was actually pretty cool.
I
Th-
thought they should have did that a long time ago, but good for him. Good on him.
They also leaked. There was a lot of leaks of
I
some
don't
of the
want to bring
special
up
guests.
leaks and stuff because a lot of that stuff ends up not being true.
Cause you know what, the leaks that I've seen though makes sense.
I got you. I got you.
Like I
But
could
it's just
definitely
like
see Peacemaker in this game.
yeah. But it's just like Street Fighter had a bunch too, and I was like,
Yeah, well, they're gonna
shit ain't
have
even
like
out
two
yet.
different things because I heard they're gonna have cameo characters that kind of like Street Fighter, like Marvel's Capcom, the first one.
So that this the is closer to actually King of Fighters.
Yeah,
There's an old system called Striker in King of Fighter where it's just a bunch of characters that you can't play as, but they jump in and do stuff.
yeah. So they're gonna have a bunch of those, and then the basic fighters.
So if they gotta have a bunch of what they call them cameo fighters come from different things, that would be cool.
Yeah,
'Cause that's an easy way to just throw a skin on a character and let them do something cool
yeah. Because they did a
and
lot for 11.
not take up a slot.
Yeah,
I do hope they get a good variety of guest characters, but I just hope they fill out the roster with characters people care about,
yeah,
and then put in some of the bums from like MK4 and Deception. I want to, because here's my problem with what they've done with those older characters so far is that there have been very few of them that have come back and they still just bums.
yeah.
I think the best one that came back, but they made the mistake of making her too good was Tanya.
Tanya, yeah,
Because okay, so MKX was maybe the one I was the most visually interested in. Like I watched
yeah,
competitive MK. I had no real interest in MK11 competitive stuff, but like that one I follow all the way up until Evo, and man, it was messed up to just see like Tanya versus Tanya matches in top eight. You know what I'm saying? When
yeah,
it's a character versus a character and the roster has like 40 characters, it's like, damn, you done messed up.
yeah,
So I'm talking to you, Tekken, because there was a tournament where it was like 8 Leroys because
yeah,
he was that good. He was that good. You just didn't pick anybody else. So I hope they can bring back some of the library of characters they have and make them not bums.
yeah.
That's all I want.
I think so from the premise of what I was watching in this game, it looks like it's gonna be Mortal Kombat 1's roster. or maybe a hybrid of Mortal Kombat 1 and two's roster.
That's probably what it's gonna be closest to. But I think it's hard to say because remember, for a time until they said MK9 was MK9, that was basically a soft reset,
Yeah,
and that did have the roster of like 1 and 2 with the few sprinkles of the added 3 and 4 roster,
yeah,
going forward. So I don't I won't speculate on who's gonna be,
yeah,
because at this point they could change what they want to be the original roster. You know what I mean?
yeah. Sure.
Like I get that you're gonna have the original one, but as for anything past that, they could have anybody. Quan Chi probably show up in the background or something. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure there's a few gems.
Yeah,
It's just that my want for Mortal Kombat going forward is that it has one of the biggest established rosters in any fighting game series.
yeah,
There's a lot to work with there, is what I'm saying.
yeah.
Like we don't have to do Noob Saibot. I
Oh,
would like them to think about doing somebody else.
I like
I like Noob
Noob.
Saibot, but again, he keeps coming back, or they keep finding a way to remake the character under different circumstances.
Yeah,
But what about Jarek?
yeah.
Would it bring back Jarek?
No one asked for him.
I know, and then but you got to give Jarek credit because he is a part of one of the funniest memes and self-made memes in Mortal Kombat history.
Yeah,
With the that's not a brutality, this is brutality.
yeah,
Oh, that whole thing. That's pretty good. So I
yeah.
would love that.
It's gonna be interesting. I'm
I would love that.
excited to see where it goes. And September 19th is not that far.
Yeah, which means Ed Boon is a master at deceiving people.
Yep.
You can't take what he says at face value. So
Yeah.
for the longest time, I cannot tell you how many times a tweet from Boone has popped up, and it was just saying, "Oh, hey, we never, MK12 is far off.
Yeah.
We don't have anything to say about this.
He was
We
technically
don't
wasn't lying.
work. September is not far. So if he said that even last year,
Yeah.
he was lying.
Well, technically he's not lying because he said Mortal Kombat 12 is far off.
All right, listen, that's a technicality. That's a technicality, sir, and you know it.
Well, you could use them technicalities.
Ed Boon is a master at using everything he can to not let you know that he's making a game. So,
Exactly. He's doing something. You just don't know what.
he's working. He's
He's
working.
working. And Mortal Kombat is, I think, is more is like one of the popular franchises that WB Game knows. So they should try to milk it as much as they can right now.
Well, don't do that. That's a way to kill the fan base. Just
Yeah.
treat it nice.
Yeah.
Treat it
Exactly.
nice.
But yeah, I'm excited to see it. So we got
I hope
all
Scott
three.
Steiner wants to be in it. That's his problem.
He should. Yeah. Put Scott Steiner in it. I'll play as him. He'll just do math, and the numbers will fly at you.
And your just head explodes.
I don't understand the logic.
Yeah, exactly. The characters just like counting their fingers and stuff. Like, why?
Why? Um, yeah. So it's gonna be interesting. Now you have like three of the biggest fighting games all coming out the same year.
This is true.
Yeah.
Well, not Tekken yet, right? They
I
still
think
haven't got a date.
Tekken's November.
I hope Tekken doesn't come out this year. That's all I'm saying.
And I know past Tekken's came out September, so I don't know.
Like I said, I hope they don't come out this year. Stop rushing the game. It feels like they want to rush to meet the boom of fighting games. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't
But
do it.
you got Street Fighter around the corner. This week, you actually got the open beta that you can play the World Tour mode and see the ridiculous looking people that people make in there. That's pretty much what I did. I just made my guy just walk around and see how fucking retarded some of these characters
This is the Monster Factory.
I love it. It's hilarious.
It's what they do. You give people freedom, and well, it's never what you wanted, was it? Just
Yeah.
ask Nintendo. It's never what you wanted.
But I'm excited to see where they go with that. I did play some of the characters they added to it. I think Ken is in it, Chung Li's in it, Ryu's in it. That new girl, I think you said Michelle, her name is. Oh no, you said Kimberly.
Yeah, Kimberly's the new the one new girl they put in the
Luke
demo.
is in it, and the other new guy that's in it.
Jamie,
Yeah,
yes.
they're in it. I haven't got to play
Hmm.
as Jamie yet. I
Yeah,
played
you
the
should.
basics.
He looks pretty good.
I always,
He looks actually very very fun,
yeah, I always go
and
Chung
it's
Li.
still up. It's still up.
Yeah,
So it's not. So if you want to try the characters, because the demo it doesn't have a time limit,
yeah,
but the beta does. So.
yeah. It was cool. I got to play as Chung Li.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Did you like what you played? What's your feelings about the game so far?
Um,
How
it
it
was
feels?
it feels good. I actually learning the parry system and stuff like that. I do like how you could set up things and how you could how the parry could go right into stuff and actually destroy somebody if you do it right. Um, I'm digging it though. I'm liking the style of it more than I liked five.
Well, I mean, five's a bad thing to confuse.
Yeah,
Oh, Street Fighter Five.
yeah,
Why did you start? Why did you launch on fire? God damn it! God damn it!
yeah. But yeah, I'm happy that they actually doing the beta, getting the kinks worked out because the game is like right around the corner.
Mhm.
Legit
Mhm.
next Friday.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
it's
falling for it.
unfortunate. It's unfortunate for them. Diablo crack is the same day, so
Yeah,
they got issues on my front.
yeah.
Just saying.
Um, yeah. All right. What else we got?
Did anything? I was about to ask. Did anything come out? I saw one figure related thing. I sent it to you. Uh, I don't know if it was announced or that's old. It was that Magneto helmet
Yeah.
that looked really good. I was like, okay. I don't know exactly where that's from. Let me see if I can try to find it. Also, I saw did you have you seen the Ghost of Tsushima statue I showed you?
Yes, and
The Figma,
I'm
Figma,
very like
not a statue.
I'm very like it looks really dope. I was looking at it. Let me
Yeah,
see.
the Figma is actually Figma's anything that gets turned into a Figma, like it's a specific company that makes them
Yeah.
very very good, and I think it's called Good Smile.
Yeah.
I've seen their stuff before. They're good at making like high quality, I mean, high detail figures.
Yeah.
This one on their website is the character. Let's see, the character's name Jin Sakai. So I'm assuming that's the main character. I did not play the game. Um, and just the pictures they show, it looks really good.
Yeah.
His face looks like the guy who has like a dead eye stick
Yeah.
because I'm sure he's seen some stuff. And it is on sale actually.
Yes.
73.49 is on sale. It is still available. It is not sold out.
Nice.
So if you want to check that out, hit up Good Smile Online Shop US. They got that.
Nice. I'm looking
And
at
that
it now.
the only reason I know about that is because cheap ass gamers. So good. So thank you once again.
Yeah, cheap ass gamers. It looks dope though. I actually like the. Yeah, I like I like the mask and shit too. The mask looks really dope. And it
Hmm.
comes with the
Hmm.
stand too.
Which is good.
Yeah, that's actually really dope. I'll definitely look into that. I got the Van Helsing Splinter.
Okay, so
S-
that's is he the last one, or is there still more of
Um,
those type
so
of
I'm missing
characters?
one. I'm missing Casey Jones, Fan of the Opera, and they have not released Shredder's version of Dracula. So Those are the next two.
I don't remember. Did they have images for Shredder as Dracula,
Not at all.
or not yet?
They haven't
Okay,
released
that's
anything
cool.
on it.
That's cool.
I just saw it on the SKU of all the monster ones. There's a Shredder one. That's a SKU. We haven't seen the figure yet.
Okay.
But Van Helsing Spencer is pretty dope. He has little glasses, little hat. Um, it's the same model of the movie figure. They didn't really change the model or anything. He just has like a leather jacket and the bow and arrow, the crossbow and things like that. It is really detailed, and later down the line of the figures, you get more weapons and everything compared to the one that the first one, like Raph. Raph don't have that many stuff, but you go to the later one, they all have a bunch of stuff.
Ah, okay. 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 That's cool. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I definitely want to see the Shredder. Uh, the other thing I found is the site. It is pretty new. It's not out. It is only for pre-order.
Yeah.
So it's on Entertainment Earth, and that is the X-Men '97 Marvel Legends
Yeah.
Magneto Premium Roleplay Helmet Prop Replica. Yes, all of that is in one once one name. They want you to know it is a prop, but you can wear it.
Yes.
It looks incredibly authentic, like as in it looked like Magnus's helmet.
Go
Very, very good.
go to the bodega
It
with
looks
that.
to sit on the head properly where it leaves like that gap. So your eyes are at eye level with a little hole. Well, not the little, the the hole that the mask has.
Yeah.
It doesn't shroud your face and make you look sinister, so you will still look like a person wearing a helmet.
Yeah.
They need to find a way to fix that. Cause Magneto always looked so sinister when he wore his helmet, cause you couldn't see the details of his face.
Yeah.
Was that a mutant power? Could he hide his face from people?
No, he couldn't. He just the way the mask shadowed his face though.
Why doesn't it work in real life? Is what I'm asking you, Merc.
No.
Why can't they do that? I'm mad. I would buy the helmet if I looked like Magneto and I looked dark and evil and you couldn't really see my face. You just saw a smile and eyes. That's what I like.
Yeah. You gotta do more.
Needs more work.
Yeah.
Needs more work.
Yeah. But I'll dig it. You could go double dig it with that.
Yeah. Let's go get you a chopped cheese. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Uh, it is on this site for pre-order for $99, which all told, that's not that much.
No.
Not for a replica helmet. Not that something that's supposed to be visually accurate like that. And looking at it, it
Yeah.
does look like it. So, no, man.
Hasbro does good with those helmets. They sell pretty good too because they've done Power Rangers, they've done the Guardians, Star Lord, they've done the Black Panther, they've done Spider Man
Okay,
on
okay.
those helmets, and yeah, they're pretty cool. And they fit. They all like could go over your head and shit.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
yeah, check it out.
Yes, sir.
Um, yeah, I don't have much this week. I don't have a lot next week because there's a lot of shit that coming out this week.
I got you. I got you.
Because I think the Lightning Collection, the Alien Rangers are coming soon. Like I should be getting them soon.
As in they're coming in?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
okay.
box set
Okay.
of the Alien Rangers. This is so Amazon. I think they do it every year. Amazon usually has one of those boxes every year. They have like a Ranger box. So the first one was the Psycho Rangers. So this year's is the Alien Rangers.
Alien Rangers are not the Rangers of, was it Avatar, Aquatar, or
Aquatar.
something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that?
that's them.
The same ones.
Yes. Yeah.
Do they come with the faces from
No.
the show?
No. I'm sad
So,
about that. I was like, yeah, they could have easily done that.
because then that means they're not really the Alien Rangers. They're actually the Sentai that they came from.
Yeah.
Because how could you tell a difference?
Yeah,
Because
the Kaku Rangers.
isn't that like the Americanification of
Yes.
that series was they turn them into the Aquatar,
Yeah, yeah.
and then the Sentai they're actually just the Rangers.
Yep.
So yeah, they missed out. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a little
Also,
disappointing.
I was gonna say Merc, but seeing as how they do because you said they fixed some of the figures
Yeah,
faces, and they went back and gave some of them different heads, right?
yeah.
Like, I'm thinking that might happen to them in the future.
Yeah, I could see them because they did it with the Alien Rangers. That not the Psycho Rangers. That they made multiple versions of them.
Yeah, yeah.
So I could definitely see them do that. But they also didn't. They didn't do that with the A team, the squad, the SWAT team. The A
Okay,
team,
okay.
SPD, they didn't do that either. They didn't
Yeah.
give them their heads, and they all had identities.
But were they popular though? Cause I don't.
A lot of people were complaining that they didn't have their heads.
Okay, all right. Then that's fine. But I'm just saying, as a viewer of that season, I don't remember them.
Yeah,
I don't.
because you also had the first red female ranger technically in there because she was the leader.
Mm, mm,
So a lot of people were
okay.
complaining, "Oh, she's the first leader. You should have had her face and things like that." So,
Yeah,
but they didn't
I
add the
get that.
SWAT.
I get
Yeah. What is well, Psycho Rangers were monsters. They didn't really have a face,
that. Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
they just had a monster version of themselves, which they never came out with.
But on the scale of how influential they were on that season, though, the Aquatard Rangers were like up there though
Yeah.
for the American season.
Yeah.
So that does seem weird, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
They'll just maybe make more money later.
Yeah. That's what they do.
Give people a double dip.
That's what they do.
But at least they got the suits is
Yeah.
what actually matters. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And there's how many of them? Five or six?
Five.
Because I don't remember. Okay. What? No Black Ranger? No. What color did they not have? No pink.
There was white, yellow, blue, red, black. No
Black. So
pink.
no pink. There you go.
And
Okay.
the female was the white.
The White Ranger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was the one that Billy fell in love with.
That's not the ones that. Yeah, yeah. I forgot they had powers too.
Yep.
Man, they were. Yeah, they really did do a whole separate thing. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
they were half of season 3
Yeah. Yeah.
because all the kids got all of them got turned into kids.
That was not. That was foreshadowing and not in a good way.
No, it was not
Power
good.
Rangers Turbo. I'm looking at you.
Yes, it was really bad.
Also, isn't that a new one that they did? Didn't they do Justin? Like, well, at least they didn't they do those Rangers recently? The
Um,
blue Turbo.
no, they just did TJ.
Oh, with space. I'm thinking the wrong.
No,
Thinking
TJ. They
right
did
person.
Turbo. They did Turbo Red,
Oh, they did Turbo Red.
which is
Oh,
TJ. Yeah, yeah.
only Turbo Red. No
Only Turbo
other.
Red. They haven't done any other Turbo besides TJ. They just start. Oh well, Blue Centurion they did,
Okay, so
which
that
is the
that means
RoboCop.
that there
Yeah.
is potentially could be a Turbo Tommy.
So I don't think they're gonna make a Turbo Tommy because all you have to do is just put his head on the Red Ranger.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they
But they can. Yeah.
won't they re-release the same body with a different head, right?
Yeah, they would. They would.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah,
Like
because they don't have
so
a.
I'm just saying the
Yeah.
potential. I'm not saying they will, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking of since Turbo was one of the last seasons I did watch a, a, too much of.
Yeah.
Man, Turbo wasn't great.
It wasn't.
It wasn't
Not at
great.
all.
I liked the villains.
They were funny.
I I
They were
like the
funny.
villains,
That was the only.
but
I
Turbo
think that
wasn't
was the
great.
highlight of the
Yeah,
Turbo
yeah, I think so as well.
was the villains and the fact that Goldar and Rita was still there. With
Mm,
Bulk, they were living
mm,
with Bulk and Skull.
that's true. That's
Those
true.
like the highlights of things. Other than that, it wasn't that good.
So,
But they can make Adam again. They can make they have the opportunity. They can make Adam, or they could just give two heads with the character.
mhm.
But
Are you gonna
TJ,
boycott? You gonna boycott when they put out Justin?
no, I don't like. Yeah, if it's part of the set, I'm gonna end up getting him anyway. I just hated
Oh
him.
damn!
I didn't like Justin. He's as bad as Rocky.
Leave that man alone?
No.
Steve Cardenas is a good person. He was just put in a situation. If you had to be the Red Ranger, you would be the Red
I
Ranger.
would be cooler than
Sure,
Steve
nobody,
Cardenas.
sure nobody wanted you to be the Red Ranger, but but They made you the Red Reggie, so you gotta do what you gotta do. Come on, man. Come on.
He was too busy playing pachinko.
He has a pachinko addiction. Don't
Yeah,
say
he had a pachinko edition in that show.
that. Why is he in the back of Yakuza like a track
Yeah, just playing pachinko.
just playing pachinko?
Why is Steve
Yep.
Carnitas in this game playing pachinko?
Bling, 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 bling. Hey, I
Yeah,
need the lights. I need the sounds.
yeah,
Like, all right, well, do it. Um, Speaking of pachinko and Japan,
yeah,
there's there's a lot of tournaments going on, and well, specifically for Street Fighter Six, there was some beta tournaments, right?
yeah.
Um, there was just one thing because I want to shout him out because we watch his stuff anyway. The guy Justin Wong,
Mhm.
since he's over there, he went basically to fight the best of the best. That's usually like a thing that he does since he started going over like I want to say since the pandemic,
Mhm.
and so he makes content with that. So what he did most recently was because he's one of the best Marvel 2 players in the world, he went over and he let them run the gauntlet
Yeah.
against him.
Oh sure.
So there's videos. Well, there was a stream last night, but there's gonna be videos of it of him fighting like the best Japanese Marvel 2 players. They fought him at X versus Street Fighter. They fought him in Street Fighter 6.
Nice.
It's like so. There's a bunch of like just Justin content, which I recommend because if you want to see some high level stuff, I recommend it.
Yeah.
I really do. Um, and that's also to point out to shout outs to the other smaller creators. I know there's one homie, Long Island Joe. He had a bunch of people that he put together a whole bracket for the Street Fighter 6 beta, and they
Nice.
had a tournament yesterday, and it went down to the wire. And again, high level Street Fighter, if you want to see it, it's early. And the other thing that I should say about that beta, Capcom had said, and then I guess casual people didn't pay attention to that part, but because a lot of people were asking how old is the build. Now the thing is, the beta for the open beta, the build of the game is older than the demo. So there were small changes with the characters, but because there's only two characters in the demo, you don't really get to feel that.
Okay.
That's why it's like, oh, so and so has this, and that, and you can't really tell. So people who played the first closed beta, they know that this is probably like the version of Street Fighter, maybe right after that. So it's not the newest interpretation of the game, which is I'll say it's a double-edged sword because for the casual people who don't really care about the versions, it's like, well, why not give us a new one? But also that leaves a surprise
Yeah.
because some of the stuff I see, some people look kind of busted.
Yeah.
Kimberly looks kind of busted.
Yeah.
She really do. In the hands of the right people, that girl looks pretty much like the best character out there. Her and Luke,
Okay.
they look really good. Like they have stuff that seems oppressive.
Okay.
So it might be a problem. There might be a day one patch. I'm just saying. It's kind of I mean it's kind of the problem with fighting games because they never just sit at what they were at because
Yeah.
they take to heart feedback nowadays. But also at the same time, you don't want to have a game. I just got done talking about Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
and what bad balancing can do to the competitive stuff, where it's just one character and that's it,
Yeah.
and you don't want that. So we'll see, we'll see. But yeah, it's looking pretty brutal out there. She was beating people's ass, and I will say though, the person who won the tournament was Gal.
Nice.
That I was watching. It was rough too. He
Nice.
was Gal looks messed up also. If he gets you on the other side of the screen, good luck navigating the minefield of sonic booms. It's
Damn.
really good. I mean, if it's a person that knows what they're doing, I'm not talking about just random people.
Yeah.
So to that end, it looks like the game is coming together really good. Yes, it's what 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
Like you said, a week and a half
Yeah.
because
2 Fridays.
weekend, Fridays. But what they have and have showcased and have let casual and uh high level players get their hands on, like it looks like a solid game. It looks like it's gonna have legs for a good while, and
Nice.
I'm happy to see that.
Me too.
I'm actually, because like you said, there may be three big ones this year. I'm very interested in seeing when the MK beta comes out.
Yeah.
That would be
And they
that.
said you pre-order, you get access to the early beta.
So I'm interested in that one, and I'm definitely interested in Tekken. Tekken better do it,
Yeah.
because I don't think Tekken did it. I think Tekken just had a demo
Yeah, they had a demo for 5, I think.
for six.
Oh
I
no,
mean
6.
seven,
My
seven.
fault. Yeah, 7. I forget numbers. But yeah, they did have a 7 demo that was not that early either. It was like very close to launch when
Yeah, it
they
was
put the
very
demo.
close. It's very close.
So
So
like
I
I like the early betas, like do the beta around like halfway point, just the fact that again right now like it is 100% you need netcode. You gotta
yeah
check that
yeah
netcode.
that is one of, I will say, that is one of the positive stories of the beta.
Yeah,
Is so many people are saying, yeah, there are bad connections, but you can tell like it's not the netcode.
yeah,
It's okay. We just aren't right now. There's things going on your side and things going on my side. It's not working out,
yeah,
but it's not the netcode because people are saying, yeah, well, I'm playing people in Japan and it's smooth. I'm playing people in Brazil and there's Australian players chiming in. Like
yeah,
there's people from all over the world playing Street Fighter, and they're like, nah, it's good.
yeah,
It's good. So if you playing on the Wi-Fi and you got your homie downloaded in the background and you got a choppy connection, that's on you.
yeah.
You need to pay
So
that
you,
extra money.
yeah, yeah, or hardwire your system.
I mean, some situations you can't. I
Yeah,
get it, but you need to pay that extra money. If you having a bad connection because you ain't got the bandwidth,
yeah,
trying to up that bandwidth, homie.
yeah.
Just saying, you
Mm.
trying to make sacrifices happen. Let's do it. Go ahead.
And that's fighting games in general. You need that for that
Hmm.
boost of internet.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Don't
sir.
be connecting on your phone.
This is because yeah, this is still the U.S. We ain't there yet. We ain't got the Japanese infrastructure. It's
Yeah,
too big. U.S. is too big. So it's good that they listen. Cause Street Fighter Five not having that net code, it did hurt it.
yeah,
Even when they got on his two legs and started walking, it did hurt it.
yeah.
So
And then also,
and Tekken as well.
yeah,
Gotta give Tekken some shit too because that's probably the worst thing about Seven.
yeah, they had to fix that.
Hmm.
All right, Street Fighter, fighting game year is gonna be starting next
Hopefully
week.
it's good. Hopefully it's good and healthy for them. Hopefully they don't saturate the market. That's all.
Yeah,
That's all I want. Cause there were some dark times, man. I
yeah,
remember before Street Fighter 4 came and Street fighting games were like in the pits.
yeah.
It was rough.
No, I want to get the actual release date. Uh, so
What's that?
we definitely got 100% that Mortal Kombat is coming September 19th. Yeah, June 2nd is Street Fighter,
Hmm. Hmm.
and that's right around the corner. So June 2nd starts the fighting year of
Fighting
20,
Palooza. Yes,
Fighting
sir.
Palooza. So hey, if you're into fighting games, this is the perfect time. And go back and play some old ones like Guilty Gear.
And go play. Oh yeah, Guilty. I just forgot. Guilty Gear just got a new character, the
Yeah,
final character for the second season,
yeah.
and he is their story's version of God.
Okay.
And the character's name is Asuka. Yes, like the wrestler, but it's a
Yes.
guy. Um, and there was it's a character that was been in the game for a very long time, but it wasn't named that.
Okay.
And so I think in when they changed the story in Guilty Gear 2, which was not a fighting game,
Yeah.
they introduced this version of this character.
Okay.
And so people saw that he had a lot of moves that were very similar to the Guilty Gear 2 version of that character, and they're happy to see him.
Nice.
Like he had a fully fleshed out model in the story mode, so people were like, yeah, he's probably gonna be in the game, and he is, and he is. And he looks cool. He's a magician type character,
Okay.
which is a in that game he's a projectile, but it has a cool thing where he has a grimoire.
Yeah.
and he can actually beat your ass with the book too, which is pretty funny. But he has a system where to channel the spells, so he's not busted. He has to shuffle the pages
Okay.
of the book. So like it's like it looks like it's a I don't know how many. It looks like maybe 50 pages like spread out around his head, and he like they start spinning, and then he picks one, and then I think he gains like certain new moves when he
Okay.
does that type of deal. And so it's a character that doesn't have like I don't want to say stable gameplay, but it seems like it's a character that you it's not a beginner character
Okay.
basically,
That works.
and he looks cool. He looks
Cool.
cool, so that's good.
Yep. Um.
Um, so yeah, fighting games, they doing it, man.
Yep. And then we also have a PlayStation Showcase next week, so we're gonna have a lot of stuff to talk about next week.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Maybe the first gameplay of Mortal Kombat. Maybe
That and Spider Man.
something Spider-Man. This
I
is
hope
true.
Spider Man. I just want to see Spider Man. Everything else is secondary right now. I just want to see what Spider Man 2 and when it's coming out.
Hmm.
But yeah. So next week I think is the 20. Actually, no, I think it's the 27th. No, the 24th. I think is the showcase.
So it's early in the week. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? Wednesday? Yeah. You
Yes.
don't have to wait till the weekend.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
All right. Wanna get into this movie?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This week's movie we have Iron Man 2. It is 2010. It is PG-13. It is 2 hours and 4 minutes. Let's see. The premiere. I did see this in the movie theaters.
Me too.
I think I saw it close to day one. I don't think I saw it the first day. Um, let's see. The premiere they have in LA was the 26th of April. But everywhere. Where's the
May
everywhere
7th.
premiere? May 7th. There you go. Okay. It is directed by John Favreau, which we
Yeah.
know from Iron Man
And
and many other things
Happy
since then.
Hogan.
But no, no, I'm just saying in general, many other things Marvel related. We know that.
And Star Wars now too. Mandalorian.
But I just wanna hold on, see at the time. So I want to try to see before that because we didn't really go to his stuff before that.
No, he has a lot of good stuff. He has that movie made with as a
I see
director.
Mate. I see as a co-producer, he's on Swingers.
Mm-hmm.
Um, well, they don't have much as a director here.
Director,
Oh
he
no,
was
no, no,
Elf,
producer. They have. Hold on, let's go to the director tab.
the Elf.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Elf. Uh, let's see. I always saw Zathura in passing in the background. Did you ever actually watch that?
What?
Zathura, a space adventure.
No, I did
Because
not.
the picture of it is very familiar.
Tonight. Let me see.
Also, when I click on the movie, it looks like it looks like some. Well, we didn't. No, we didn't see this. We did not see this. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Just trying to go through. No. Um. No, I don't know that. I did see the food movie he made,
Chef. Yeah, he was really good in
Chef,
Chef.
Chef, but that was post this. I'm trying to see. Not too much, man. Not too much.
Yeah, the Elf was his big one
That's
before
interesting.
Iron Man.
That's interesting. Not too much before Iron Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
The writing on this one, the screenplay says is Justin Theroux. Then we have the comic credits. We have Stan Lee, Don Heck, Larry Lieber, and Jack Kirby. Um, the movie stars in order, at least as they have it. Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark, Gwyneth Paltrow as Pepper Potts, Don Cheadle. Remember, this is a change. Don Cheadle as Lieutenant Colonel James Rhodey Rhodes. We have Scarlett Johansson as Natalie Rushman, Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow. Um, we have Sam Rockwell as Justin Hammer.
Yep.
We have Mickey Rourke as Ivan Vanko. We have Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury. Clark Gregg as Agent Coulson. John Slattery as Howard Stark. Gary Shanley, R.I.P., as Senator Stern.
Yes.
Paul Bettany as Jarvis. Yes. Kate Mara, I know she looks familiar, as U.S. Marshal. Doesn't have a name. U.S. Marshal. Leslie Bibb as Christine Everhart. John Favreau as Happy Hogan. Uh, who else do we have that's of a real importance?
And
We have.
Stan Lee as Larry King.
I didn't realize it in passing that that was Stan Lee.
Yeah.
I thought that was Larry King.
Yeah.
Um, Ali Khan as Ten Rings Gangster, as acknowledgement that the Ten Rings are still a thing.
Yeah.
Just gonna point that out. Elon Musk is Elon Musk. Olivia Munn as Chess Roberts.
Yes. She was there.
Uh, yeah, Bill O'Reilly is Bill O'Reilly, which I'm sure people care about that. Jack White was in the movie as Jack. Okay, there you go. Is that Jack White from the White Stripes?
Uh,
Oh,
it's
no,
not.
it's not.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
all.
that's about it. That's
Yeah.
about it. We could run through the list of the Ironet dancers. Yes, they
Yeah.
have a name for them. None of them are anybody famous, unfortunately. Um, that's about it. So this one, continuing off of the first Iron Man, it says, with the world now aware of his identity as Iron Man, Tony Stark must contend with both his declining health and a vengeful madman with ties to his father's legacy. So that right right ahead gives you the the reason for the intro of the movie, mind you, because we come in
Yeah.
with Ivan. Immediately go to the big hoopla for Iron Man, that big gigantic I don't know what it was, the expo that they had there
Yes.
with the Ironettes and him landing in the middle of the stage and whatnot, changing the suit, which was pretty cool, which is pretty Tony Stark. So he's on brand. I think this is more the ramp up of his character
Yeah.
to being that lovable slash hateable, uh, over the top something heir, because you say billionaire, but it's probably more than that.
Yeah.
Type character for Tony Stark, because remember the first movie, it wasn't really about that. It was more about the genius
Yeah.
and more, I guess, more or less his determination to not die,
Yeah.
and him making the suit and what came along with that. This is post the suit and him just living life and kind of not a little bit sliding because he's forgetting that, or he's living that high profile life, but kind of letting it the creeps creep back in,
Yeah.
because once he starts doing that, the people go, well, Tony's throwing on a show. It's my time to sneak up in there and start making some weapons.
Yes.
And so once again, somebody sees an opportunity to start making some weapons off of the back of Stark technology. Well, first they try to take him down, because then we have the trial of Tony Stark
Yes.
in the beginning, and that's where you're introduced to Justin Hammer,
Yes.
and he's a character who's not intimidated at all by Tony Stark and his mannerisms and stuff. So he knows how to hold court also, but you also see that he has kind of like an axe to grind with him.
Yeah.
So you there's not really much foreshadowing with his character as, oh, he's bad. It's just he's bad. He don't like Tony. He's bad.
Yeah.
Um, they kind of go the route to make Whiplash partially a tragic character, because they show that the legacy they early on do the homework to show the tie between the father
Yeah.
and his family, basically. Technically, had things gone different, he wouldn't have been what an impoverished person like living in like a hut somewhere. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? All dingy and dirty. It would have been his father. I guess that would have been like the man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So his life would basically be different. He sees Iron Man as he stole his family's legacy, so he wants to kind of kill him and take that. That's not gonna happen. But at the same time, Hammer realizes who he is and that he's a genius, and he will use him.
Yes.
So that's where we are with the good versus the bad. You're introduced to John Cheadle's character early on in the trial to help Tony. So there's that. Like I said, that's different because it was Terrence Howard in the first movie.
Yeah.
He's a completely different shade of brown. Different ass. What happened? What's going on here?
Still in the
Um,
Sentinel.
I think this is the first high profile character switch
Yes.
in the MCU. Yeah, it was because it was very early on. Um, so just letting you know that could be a thing at
Yeah.
any time. Somebody don't want to be, they don't like the money, they out of there.
I
So
actually liked the Don Cheadle more.
yeah, I think they got along. I think they got along good.
Yeah.
They got along good. I like the banter between the two of them. I think they had. I don't know if Robert Downey and Cheadle have like a chemistry, but it's the banter between the two of them that makes it seem like they're actually like
Yeah.
friends that have known each other for way too long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I like the banter. Real. I think that was like one of the key things I liked about this movie. Is just the banter of the two, and just like the Robert Downey Jr.'s like comedic timing with things, and just his sarcasticness and stuff like that makes him good as Tony Stark. Um, I like the
what did you have? I was about to ask, like, what did you like about this? Because the one thing I remember, the controversy about this movie, which it was a non-controversy, was that oh people didn't like it as much as the first one.
yeah.
Whatever. So let me know what did you take away from this movie as
So
a positive?
my issues with the movie was one like I think they could have went with Crimson Dynamo as the main villain, as in how they kind of told the story of the technology and stuff like that, and they made kind of
Hmm.
Whiplash slash Crimson Dynamo.
Hmm.
I thought Mickey Rourke's character looked cool. I thought he had some cool scenes, but I didn't like the character that much throughout the movie. I understood the character, I didn't really care for it. Sam Rockwell, I thought he could have done more in this, just to be more evil and stuff like that. But I think we're gonna see that eventually in the Armor Wars that is coming out like in a year or two. Um, I also so they try to play with the comic of Iron Man and his when he was like alcoholic and shit like that, and he was like drinking a lot and just like fucking around with things and things like that. And I think that's what they was trying to just show in this, but they didn't do it with the drinking. They did it with the shit that to help him get cured or get cleared, and it was just fucking with his body.
Hmm.
And so I actually liked it. I found the scene in him DJing the party and shit like that. I thought that scene was pretty funny, and the two Iron Man fighting. The final battle was alright. It was just like it was cool. It has some cool scenes, but it wasn't like I wanted a big villain, like a big fight villain. But we just got a bunch of robots getting shot, and that's pretty much what we got. Um, I loved Black Widow in this. I actually thought this was probably one of her better uses. It was in this, and then I think Winter Soldier was one of my favorites of her. But I like the
Hmm.
fact that like no one knew who she was. She was just an intern, things like that. And then she started just beating people's asses, and that was always
Yes,
cool.
sir.
And she has
Yes, sir.
and that's like one of her most famous scenes is that big fight scene she has.
Yeah, that's true. This is true.
Also, we get more in the Avenger Initiative, as in the cutscene goes into Thor. So we're gonna again. This is our third movie of the MCU of a part of this list. So we're gonna get more eventually. So we got the first Avenger coming up and things like that. So it's a lot of
And
things
I
like that.
believe this movie has my favorite picture. of Iron Man is him with the donuts with the
Yes.
helmet off. I love that picture.
Yeah, that's actually that was a cool scene too. Will
Hmm.
you review Iron Man 2?
Iron Man 2, I'm gonna give it a 4.
4?
Like I said, I thought it was a solid superhero movie. It explained itself well. It did diverge from the comics, but I don't know all the details of all the
Yeah.
characters, so it didn't really go over my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Didn't really make me upset that they changed things or have me lost,
Yeah.
which is cool. And I thought Black Widow was cool, a good addition just to the roster in this movie. I thought the new War Machine was a good addition. So yeah, it was pretty good.
All right. So your fours consist of Ghost Rider, LOG, Incredible Hulk, Losers, V for Vendetta, Road to Petition, and Hellboy from Hell.
I'm gonna put it at the bottom. I'm gonna put it at the
Okay.
bottom.
All right. Iron Man Dose 4. I actually put mine in there already, so let me see where my list is at. I have it at. I give it a 4 as well, and I have it over Incredible Hulk. All right. So our next movie of this long list of superhero comic book themed movies, we got Jonah Hex.
Okay, I have not. No, I don't even know this was a movie. Mm-mm.
Yes,
Did
Jonah
not know this.
Hex. This is um got dude that played Thanos.
Oh, Josh Brolin.
Yeah, Josh Brolin and Megan Fox.
Hmm. No, no, I didn't even know this was a thing.
Yep. So Jonah Hex is
I
our.
have never seen that posted. No, I did not know this was a thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we have Jonah Hex, Scott Pilgrim vs. World, Red, Super, Green Hornet, I Am Number 4, Thor, X Men First Class, Green Lantern, Captain America, The First Avenger, Cowboys, Aliens, Conan the Barbarian, not Conan O'Brien, Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance, Chronicles, Avengers.
Okay. Okay.
We are going to. This is movie number 62. So, yeah, Jonah Hex is
Gotcha.
next.
Okay. Gotcha.
I know you're looking
Michael
forward to that.
Fassbender's in this movie.
Yeah,
Hmm. Interesting.
I know you're looking
All right.
forward to the X Men First Class.
No, but I see Fassbender in this movie, and I'm like, this is the start. This is
Yeah.
the era of the Fassbender.
Yep. All right. We wrap this up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. Make sure you check us out anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud. That is Spotify. And we got a WordPress, so check it out. Where
Yeah,
you
yeah.
at, Mert?
Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch, or Merc the Mic. Also follow my TikTok of Merc the Mic. We've been posting a lot of figure photography, and everything else in between. So check it out, follow it, it'd be great. Shout outs to Tenacious T. He has a podcast that's called Popcorny with his buddy Jeremy Sriracha, and they do pop culture stuff. So give them love, send them some love. They're on Spotify, Popcorny. So check it out when you get a chance. And that's it. Always remember, follow the Jinkies.
Follow the Jinkies.